See? You see, look at that sign of submission there. You ever see that in America? No, because we didn't allow, you know, that kind of stuff like that, because, you know, you'd fight back. You wouldn't, you know, duck your head between somebody else's legs, and, you know, usually in America, you try to avoid giving people a nearly black screen. I mean, how am I supposed to tell what's going on? There's some people here. Who are these people? This obviously really isn't shot at night. It's just shot through some really dark filters, and it makes it look like shit.
Hold it there!
We're Interpol!
Spies are approaching!
Now we just get some close-ups of people shooting in the dark. This is exciting and actious. You know, I bet if I fiddled with the brightness, I could get this back to its original, you know, lighting when it was shot. I bet I could do that. But why would I want to? I mean, it could even do with some VHS degradation. I can do that. I'll leave the file as unaltered, so you could get the same experience I get. So much over and out. Oh God, it makes me want to punch myself in the face. Don't ever say over and out. When you say out, over is implied. When you say over, it's not in the same situation. You say out. Out ends the conversation. Just like Roger Wilco, don't ever say that. This is daytime too. You're trying to tell me it's night? Hey look, it's Whirl. It's Whirl. He's a wrecker. Whirl's a pretty kick-ass transformer, but you never really saw him because he was actually designed by a competitor of Takara in Japan, and you know, they didn't want to advertise the competitor in the cartoon. He was in the comics in the UK because the rights were different in Europe. Whirl's pretty badass.
Hey, you guys, what's that?
But the dubbing doesn't get any better. The animation is terrible, as you can see. These kids didn't look nothing like this.
It may be dangerous, so everyone be quiet. They may not be friendly.
But things are about to get very, very bizarre. You would never expect things to turn out like they do in this movie in real life. Lots of establishing shots. I mean, we've seen most of these frames before.
Teacher,
then they keep changing things up.
Can you swim, Tiger? Yeah,
Tiger.
Sure, no problem.
See,
Careful.
in every one of these movies, there's always a tiger. He just wades out. Hey, look. Now, lots of grunting, of course. Can't have silence.
Hey, those children look real strange.
Oh, no shit, they've got green skin.
Are they dead? No, they're still alive.
I'm sorry. I just can't help but laugh at that whole sequence right there. I mean, if you can't see the hilarity in that, you don't have the same sense of humor I do, obviously, and you have probably been wasting a lot of your time watching any of my videos. I have a very, very acute sense of humor. Those are some strong kids. Wow. It's because they got fatty on the end there. They know about leverage. See, they can tow a whole Autobot.
The water's too shallow. We can't pull it any further.
So, whoa. What is going on? Reality is breaking? 404 error on reality. Wow.
Sure, they're still alive. I just saw them move.
Yeah, they didn't, like, move due to the motion of the water or anything. Whoa, those kids look strange.
They look like Earthlings to me, Ali.
Well, these folks have experience?
Atmosphere after all.
Do you think they'll look upon us as enemies and maybe then try to kill us, huh?
No, they'll just take you to a lab and try to dissect you.
Maybe you're right. So we should introduce
They don't look very violent.
Yeah, let's take a chance.
They obviously know nothing about humanity.
They want to turn me into a sardine. Ugh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who are those kids?
Tell me, why did you fly your plane here?
We're from outer space. We can't ask those people for help.
Where in outer space?
At the moment, our planet's polluted by nuclear waste. It's near destruction.
And so
At the moment.
escaped to Earth?
Yes, our planet's under the control of the evil supporter. He wants to take over
Supporter?
the universe.
Yes, we managed to escape.
That is a unique name.
she's right.
And that robot
But why did
check.
you decide to come here?
because we found out that he's planning to help your enemies.
See, I'm repeating these things
Yes.
just so that you might miss them because they give them over. They go over them pretty quickly. Well, now the bad guys are shooting G.I. Joe lasers.
Okay, John, we must take cover.
Yeah, they were just guaranteed safety by a sergeant a little while ago. And those kids got guns, man. I don't think that school children should be hanging around them. They might be space gangsters or something. When they are wearing matching clothes, that could be like a gang thing from outer space.
Throw the grenades, quickly.
They got grenades? And those other kids are fucked. And you better get inside your Autobot or something. I mean, wow. At least we got some funky tunes going down while it's going on. Just as still as can be with as many repeated animations as possible.
We'll go around the back and attack the communists from behind.
Wow, these kids are trained in military ops. I guess school is a lot different in Korea. Get closer to throw them. That's a good idea. Wait a second. That kid just indirectly killed him.
Stupid idiot can't even carry out a simple job like throwing a grenade.
You tell him, Cheever. Uh-oh. I might have to start providing the noise with my mouth.
Let's go!
Yeah, you're pretty screwed against the Autobot. And, now that helicopter does look a little bit like Vortex. It's got the same color scheme. But it could just be a coincidence. It never transforms. Hey, just like the Transformers, his gun just materializes out of nowhere. Whirl is depicted quite differently in fiction. He's much more, toy accurate. Hey, it's the President of Space. And that right there is Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-il's father.
Unification shall be achieved, and as long as you help me, the problems will be overcome.
Mr. President,
Thank you, Cheever.
it makes me very happy to hear you say this. If you are prepared to support me, then I can give you all the help you need. I assure you of that, sir.
I guess Kim Jong-un had a gigantic boil on the back of his neck. Or maybe they're trying to say that the back of his neck looked like a pack of sausages. They're miserable country. That miserable little country is the same country as yours. You just kind of divided over ideology there, buddy.
When I do, I'll certainly repay your generosity. I can assure you, sir.
You see, I guess, whoa, what is going on? Was that a moment? I think that was a moment. Shank. Who is Shank?
Who's he?
Shank is our enemy. He's
Good
the one who
question.
got hold of the control
He's an enemy.
program that we had captured before from Cannon Robo. If we can get that back, then
Which control program from Cannon Robo?
If it's that
I mean,
important, why didn't you get
we're
it
going
back
over
earlier?
things
I
quickly.
tried to get it back, but they got away. You must remember.
We're going to get
The person who
lost
created
here.
Cannon Robo and Shank, Professor Katiko, is our greatest enemy, and he must be destroyed.
Professor Kasiko.
Professor
And
Katiko and his friends have been trying to overthrow our government for years.
created
with
Shank?
success. His latest attempt was a few years ago when he tried to beat us with his cannon robo, but we were lucky and the
Okay.
attempt failed. So consequently, he escaped, and we launched an escape fleet
So
to track him
consequently,
down. He's been
an
a
escape
fugitive
fleet.
ever since, and we've been scanning the galaxy to find him. And at last,
The whole
we're closing in
galaxy.
on him, but it's been a long and costly mission. So that's why I'm so determined to find him.
Mr. President, when we started out, we had many ships in the fleet. So how come there's only one left now?
Yes, that's right. There were
Well,
many
I
ships
really
when we left,
suck
but
at
some
leading
got
fleets.
lost. Others were caught in a cosmic storm, and the rest were lost in a galactic
Cosmic
tornado.
storm?
So that's why we're the only
A
ship.
galactic tornado. Now I have heard
You shall
everything.
see.
A
I
galactic
will build a
tornado.
throne and then crown myself Emperor of the Earth.
Then let us work together, Mr. President.
Build a throne. Is he going to build it out of Autobots? Because, you know, that's kind of been done before. Blitzwing had an Autobot throne built for him by the Constructicons. That place, that looks kind of like a farm
Professor,
made out of
the universe is
metal.
in danger of destruction. You've got to help us.
The universe.
Use the atom. I don't think there's much I can do about it.
Oh, Professor, you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about that. I'm
Is that
the expert in the
Dr.
atom. I'll
Light?
soon have something ready.
Well, that's
Dr.
great.
Light.
We can put something together. But we still have the
In his younger years.
to worry about.
His
I guess
supporter
he
managed
got
to start a
some
nuclear
hair
war,
transplant.
It would be catastrophic.
Supporter.
Just imagine
I
what
guess
would
that's the
happen
president
if
of
evil
space.
people from space got together with the evil people on Earth.
Well, there'd be a whole lot of
Everything as we
evil.
know it.
Is there anything we can do, Professor?
It would be a whole lot of
Things would be a
evil
lot
in the
easier
end
if
of
we had
everything
the
as we know it.
cannon but supporters
And
got
of
it,
course,
if only we could get it back
Kim
from them.
Jong-un is
Would he use it
somehow in
against us?
some
No, that's
why
just it.
sitting
Supporter
there.
can't use it.
Why?
He can't use it because when the cannon robo was built, it was programmed to run on emotional wavelengths.
On emotional wavelengths.
Because our
Well, you get high.
a program.
Oh, that's great, but does anyone know how
Oh.
to use it?
In space, only those
That's
kind of
what they're
emotional
asking.
wavelengths are able to use it.
But we don't have
That-
any
that's what they
buttons,
just
so what are we
said.
going to do, huh?
I think the only way is to train a controller.
Train a controller. So will controller face supporter
After all, there are plenty of people
be the
around
best
here.
sports accessory?
Us.
Yes, of course, that's a great idea. It's perfect. Don't you think?
Yeah, there you go. All these kids who all of a sudden have space uniforms. Yeah, they were just, normal kids going to normal school, learning about normal stuff in the real world. And those aliens are Russians. I mean, wow, can you get any more obvious?
Well, what do you think? Mr. President, it's wonderful. I've never seen anything like it.
All the tests have been successful, so now we can start full production.
We'll need a lot
That
of
seems
people
like
for
a good
mass
idea.
production. It's better if
I mean,
we just
that's what you would do
investigate the brigade.
normally in, the manufacturing process. You test it, and then if all the tests are successful, you produce it. Perfectly reasonable. And they're just riding in the car.
Successful, then we can start mass production. Then nothing will be able to
But the
stand
test
in our
was
way.
successful, so
That
you
may
can
be
start
true,
mass
but first we
production.
must destroy Shank, don't forget.
Gotta get Shank first. I guess destroying Shank is paramount to making the next test. Now they are sitting in a room on some weird drugs. They're on space drugs. And they're monitoring their brains to find out what it does. I mean, this is not the sound. This is not what I would expect emotional wavelength training to be like. Flashing colors and, drug music. So the tiger there didn't
That's
go through the
very good.
process?
Emotional wavelength
Wait, that wasn't
is
Tiger, he was green the whole time.
You can all now become spectators of the cannon robo.
So now all we have to do is go and find it, huh?
Huh?
The warning signal.
It's an emergency. What are we going to do now?
Well, generally in emergencies I go to the bathroom. Whoa, that is a thick tree. Those guys just keep changing between being, human and green-skinned Russians. There's a transformer there. And whoever is piloting that transformer is killing a lot of people. I'm not really sure this kind of cartoon would have ever really flown in America. I mean, wow, those kids sure are killing a lot of enemy soldiers. Even G.I. Joe didn't really kill each other. I mean, the Ninja Turtles always fought fucking robots, man. They never killed anybody. Even though Transformers Spike uses a gun quite often, but you don't see that anymore. Now they use things like axes and fire extinguishers. Things that kids can really get their hands on as opposed to the Walther P-38. I don't understand this whole flashing deal. I mean, are they just that bad at photography? Oh yeah, that's the jam right there.
We'll just have to keep tracking it.
If we keep following the helicopter, won't we get to
Yes, we will get to supporters' headquarters.
If we want to find the robo again, we have to take a chance
Supporter.
and follow it. But won't that
Just
be
call him
dangerous? We're
Jockstrap,
going to have to
man.
take that risk if we're going to save the Earth from
Yes,
destruction.
let's save
Yes,
the
that's
Earth from
right. If we want to
destruction.
save the Earth, then we must take that risk.
We've got to take that risk. Man, these people...